Welcome back, Love Tribe. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am here doing the very last zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, all cross watchers. And I do apologize for the delay this month. As you know, it's Mercury retrograde. We had some outages here. We had some disruption in our live moon ritual. It was crazy. So it's wonky, wonky, wonky. So let's get this last one done and put it behind us and guide us. Let it guide us for the month of October, but then put the recording part of it behind us and just be in the energy, right? So Libra season. And the only announcements I have to make is thank you for being here. I am so grateful for all of my returning viewers. And if you are a new viewer, if this resonates with you, know that I do a deep dive over, an extended deep dive over on Patreon. It's a paid service, but it's $4.44 is all a month, and you will get all extended versions of this video. If you aren't subscribed and you like our tribe, I'm going to rhyme for you. If you like our tribe, hit subscribe, right? And yeah, let's see, I always forget what announcements I need to make. So our gratitude drawing will be November 1st. If you want to be included in that, all you have to do is either order a personal private reading, donate a cup of coffee or a deck of cards, or, super chat. Every time you interact with the channel, monetarily supporting it, it is a free service I offer over here. I put a lot of love and time and energy into it. And so my way of saying thank you for helping to support it is by having this bi-monthly drawing. This month we're giving away a 45 minute to an hour reading, pre-recorded to the lucky winner. If you are a patron, you are already entered in, and so your name is already in that drawing. We'll be doing that on November 1st. We'll go live, God willing, and the creek don't rise, right? Because there's been a lot of interference lately with live shows for me. And somebody told me emailed me and said, why don't you go to McDonald's and do your live? I'm like I want to sit in McDonald's, but yeah, their Wi-Fi is probably better. I'm out in the middle of the country, and our internet, even though I pay for the highest strength that they offer, speed, it still is wonky at best, okay? We do the best we can here. So if you are a Patreon, if you resonate with being a twin flame light worker or being on the ascension journey, I created a community over in Patreon where we can focus more of our energy and time and channelings on that process. So if you resonate with that and you would like to go check it out, everything you need is in the description box below. I've created some journals and an anxiety journal, trigger journal, twin flame journal, all different kinds of stuff over on Amazon. If you put in TRACIE, FRICK, my name, in the search bar at Amazon, it'll bring up all of those. If you're interested, you can check them out. I have a second channel if you're interested. That's everything you need to know is in the description box below. Okay, I'm going to bring you down now, Virgo, to your reading. I've already, and if you're a cross watcher and you're wondering why I'm back at the kitchen table, I left my window open last night and the rain came in all over my table in my bedroom. Everything's wet. My cards were damp. I had to dry them all off. So we're over here giving that some air and sunshine to dry out, and we'll resume back in there soon. It's still better lighting in here, actually. It's just I have kids and they disrupt a lot. So, but the wintertime, the lighting's better in the bedroom. All right, let's take a look at your oracles for the month of October. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. If you're watching for another person, just keep in mind Spirit knows who's watching, and the energy could play out from your point of view. Okay, we have and this is in love and relationship is how I set my intentions this month. Sometimes I do it differently. I do it the way Spirit calls me to do it. So this month it's all about Libra, right? It's about balance and harmony in love, relationships, and connections. And look, you do have a Libra card. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra energy. Next, you have music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So I know personally, I get a lot of divine messages through music. A lot. Like I was channeled that You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson for over 2 months at least now. And I've been seeing stickers that say, You are not alone. I am always with you. Crazy, crazy, crazy signs and synchronicities. So Spirit can and often does talk to us through song lyrics. At the in the extended version of this over on Patreon, I actually have a lyric deck where I pick a few songs to get you extra messages. So pay attention to the songs you're hearing, especially any that are repetitive, that are on your awareness a lot. There's usually a message in it. I also pay attention on YouTube when I'm scrolling through. If I see a song that I don't listen to or haven't expressed a desire for pop up in my newsfeed, you know, those are ruled by algorithms. And so if you haven't expressed a desire in that genre or that type of music and a song comes up, click on that sucker, because usually that's a very divinely guided message from your spirit guides or your person's higher self. So pay attention to music. A win-win outcome is forecast. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. When I see this card, I think of vibration, right? Now, if you have somebody on your heart and mind or already that you're seeing or that you're in separation from, it could be somebody you have a very huge, passionate draw magnetism with. And it can also be, for those of you who don't have anybody on your heart and mind, this is to be in passionate, high vibrational frequency, because that's how you attract magnetically what you're trying to attract in your life, especially in connections. So next we have, and you guys got an extra card. This one, so I drew one and one flew out, literally flew out. This is the one I drew. This is the one that flew out. So this could be an extra message only for a couple of you, because usually I think that when an extra card comes out, it's like a side note. It's like a footnote for somebody that needs to hear it. So we have interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. Now, if you know that there is a third party or external influences, whether it's, you know, your person's parents or your parents or friends or divine, right? The divine is influencing. But this is intruding, so I wouldn't say that that's the divine, but it does feel like there could be, for some of you, an external party that is somehow, some way intruding, like imposing on this connection if you're in one. So the one I drew was apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Your next card is time for a nap. It's a number 24, which breaks down to a 6. That's, 6s are all about balance, harmony, 3 and 3, right? Time for a nap tells me maybe you've been working really, really hard and it's time for you to just rest and recover. Maybe you've been on an awakening journey or a spiritual awakening and things have been really, 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 maybe you've been purging. It's going to be different for each of you. Maybe it's work related. Maybe Maybe it's just time to breathe. Listen to your body. You do have Libra energy. That's about balance. So if you're feeling tired or exhausted, honor that. Take time. Okay? We have surrender and release. This has been a big theme for the month of October in Libra season. All about that balance, you know, being in flow. Remember that saying, what you push against pushes back. What you resist persists. So if something has been very difficult or feels like there's been a lot of resistance, sorry, I got the hiccups, a lot of resistance. For a few of you, it could be because of external influences. Maybe you and your person have had some kind of a falling out. But you do need to be in this place of allowance. It was part of the channeled message we did during the live. As crazy as that turned out, right? So surrender and release. That thing you are holding on to so tightly with an iron grip fist, let it go. Breathe in, gathering the dust up from every corner of your body until you no longer feel it lurking deep within the depths of your soul. Pause at the top of your breath and release it on a long exhale. A steady breath out, pause again and ask, can you surrender to the final outcome? Can you surrender to how things come back to you? Can you surrender to the knowledge that they may not? Surrender to all possibilities, accepting that what's in store is greater than anything you could ever imagine. Surrender, dear one, and watch how you rise. So I do believe there's been some resistance in this relationship. And if for some of you, you don't have anybody on your heart and mind, then I find that hard to believe. But this interference card, remember, was an extra card. So it's not going to be that way for everybody. A lot of you already have somebody on your heart and mind, somebody you may be expecting an apology or desiring an apology from. But the surrender card says that, you know, you can only do what you can do. And then you have to allow what is meant to happen to unfold in divine timing and divine creation. And so I feel like Spirit's saying that you've been working really hard to create an outcome. And that outcome is asking for you to allow some wiggle room. It's been a very, very dominant message, Virgo, in the month of October for everybody. It's been a very, very strong message about allowing what is meant to be to be. So let's just get some past, present, and future energies in this situation. What was the past energy for Virgo? What's the present energy for Virgo in the month of October? What is the present energy? Ooh, the Lovers. And what is the future energies coming for Virgo? I've been doing almost every reading differently. I don't know why. I just trust my intuition. Look at how beautiful. All right. So some of you guys might have had a little bit of an argument or resistance or competition with that interference card. There could be competition in this situation. I do believe in the past, you and your person probably had a lot of conversations. It might have felt like it was moving really quickly. But the Lovers is a choice card. With this bottom energy here, it does feel like for some of you, you might have just had it out with somebody. And it could have been a very passionate argument, you know, because it is wands. There could have been a communication that was misunderstood. We do have justice and see communication. Ace of Swords with the Justice card, with the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. I do believe, Virgo, that what Spirit's trying to say here is that if you have had some kind of, if you know that there's somebody that you're meant to be with, I also think of the Lovers as the divine counterpart, right? I want to clarify these because what I'm seeing here is I do believe you guys might have had words, or this could represent the person that you're with having some kind of a conflict and competition going on with that interference card in their life, right? I got this fly. I swear he's been following me from room to room, and I don't want to kill him, but I will if I have to. It's been a week now. I've been trying to get him to just like find his way out the door. So I am going to clarify this, but I do see some communication, clarity. Could even be making up, right? Because it's the triumph, the victory card, justice, balancing out those scales. There's that Libra energy. The Empress, see, you're being told to relax, take time for, you know, take care of yourself, trust, release and surrender, trust. The Empress don't chase anything. She just allows things to unfold the way they're supposed to. I want to clarify the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify all this. I don't always do that, but I need a clearer picture to channel for you. What was the past energy of the Eight of Wands for Virgo? What was the past energy of the Eight of Wands for Virgo? Ace of Wands. A lot of communication. A lot of communication in the past. Now, this could be months ago, years ago. This could be recent past. You're going to have to place it in your own story the way it comes out, okay? But this is passion, communication, movement. Somebody shooting their shots, right? What is the Lovers? Clarify the current energy of the Lovers, please. Six of Wands. Wow. You guys are getting, oh, Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, though. I'll clarify that, too. I think we need to. What is, somebody's making a choice. I just saw the Chariot and the Seven of Swords with the High Priestess. Somebody's making a choice. They're being strategic. It could be ego-driven. A lot of wands here. Clarify it. A lot of wands here. We have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Five of Wands. This is a choice. I told you the Lovers is a choice card. Somebody is wanting a comeback. They want to come back. Maybe they are going to apologize. I don't, unless this, well, maybe the Ace of Cups is an apology. I don't know. We're going to clarify that. But this does feel like a comeback. Like, this feels like somebody wants to get back in harmony with this Lover's energy. They're wanting to balance things out, find justice, make things right. They're wanting to talk again about the future. What's the Ace of Cups? Clarify the Ace of Cups in the future energy, please. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Ugh. Wow. There seems such a commonality in the readings this month. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles to the High Priestess. So future energy is in divine timing, of course. Temperance. And I always think of temper with temperance too. You might have really had a heated exchange with this person. And so I think you've been in a pause, time for a nap. Somebody needed to go within and take some time out to get right. The hermit goes to the mountain to talk to God about a devil. We're seeing wands, 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 wands. Even the hermit is holding a wand. And so now we've got the Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is something, this has been in the works for a while. I don't believe, for those that are resonating with this reading, I don't believe this is somebody that's new to you. I do believe this is somebody that you've been dealing with for a while now. And I always have to say, for those of you who don't have anybody on your heart and mind, this could be incoming, right? Passion, success and love, manifesting for the future. And it might be coming in for you because you got in this self-love, right? You've been learning self-love. I really don't feel that, though. I feel like for most of you watching this, you've already got somebody you've been dealing with. And I think you might have had a heated conversation with this person, or there might have been some kind of conflict. They might have even had, because you've got interference and external party intruding, and you've got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is competition. This could be somebody who cheated with the Seven of Swords. Or, I mean, it didn't have to be like they slept around, or it could have just been communication. I don't know. You're going to, I mean, you know, you already know. What I really feel, the best, or the highest and best message I feel here, is that you might have met somebody in the past that things moved really quickly with. Really quickly. And then for whatever reason, some conflict came up. Some interference. We've got the Six of Wands with a win-win outcome as forecast. I think with all these majors too, I mean, you got 1, 2, well, that ain't a major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. Well, 14. Almost half of them. A little less than half. But this is, when I see the High Priestess, this really means that there is a very, very spiritual connection. Also, a spiritual component to this journey that you're on. And I just see great things coming. I see that the past, you might have met this person, things might have turned passionate really quickly. I mean, we've all done that a time or two, right? Where you just, it feels right and you end up moving really fast. But something's coming. Spirit's telling you a win-win forecast, right? With that Six of Wands. And that you can expect the apology you want to hear. Pay attention to music. They could even be a musician. Maybe they ask you out to dinner where there is music. I'm really going to dive into this over on Patreon because this is good news. You may not feel like this is good news because you might have thought this was over. I haven't clarified this one yet. But I do believe that maybe, just maybe, this has been asleep for a hot minute. That wanted to come out. The Emperor. And the bottom of the deck is the Sun card. So you just need to surrender. I want to clarify. So happiness after heartbreak. I want to clarify the Four of Pentacles, please, for Virgo in the month of October. Yeah, somebody... I do believe that you might have thought this was over. Ten of Swords, Death card. But I think there's a plot twist. Somebody's had you heavily on their mind. They haven't been able to let this go. Fantasizing, daydreaming, confusion, wanting, by the looks of things, after a long time of inner reflection and balance and self-love, they're now ready to come forward. The time is now. The time is now. That's divine destiny, right? Destined opportunities. There might have been, this person might have gone through a death and rebirth process spiritually. But I do believe they're worried about whether or not you're going to allow them back in. They're looking out at their options, right? Wondering what the future will look like. And they're visualizing you as the Queen of Swords. So this person, a lot of fire here. You might be dealing with a fire sign. You don't have to be, but there is a lot of fire here. And if you're not dealing with a fire sign, this is definitely somebody who is all revved up with no place to go, is the song that's coming to mind. I don't know. Songs, spirit channels to me in songs. I'm all revved up with no place to go. So let's just get you some advice for the month of October, because I'm going to take this over to the extended. The Star. This is destiny. Magician with the Moon. You don't see, something's changing very, very quickly. And I do believe it's because of a death and rebirth. We've got the Hermit goes to the mountain and talks to God about a devil. And it is your energy, Virgo. And the Hermit's lantern carries this star. The star comes after a tower moment. I do believe that something's about to shift hugely. And your advice is time for a nap, surrender and release. Great things are destined here. Big changes are happening. An apology might come in. You might find out that there was interference from, maybe it was gossip, because a lot of times I think of the Five of Wands as other people competing and gossiping and interfering, intruding, putting their 2 cents in where it don't belong. It could have caused an argument or a breakup between you and this person. Could be a third-party situation. We did see the Three of Swords. I'm feeling for the majority of you, though. This is more about people possibly putting their nose in where it doesn't belong, giving somebody advice that maybe was ill-advised, right? I don't think you have anything to do. I think your advice is to be balanced, to trust, a win-win forecast. Music plays a big role in this relationship. But I do believe somebody is ready to take charge, to make some kind of a proclamation. So yes, your advice is to be in flow, to trust, to do nothing. Time for a nap. I think the ball's in their court. It's up to them now. They need to come forward. They need to make this right. They might even admit to you that somebody lied to them, or Seven of Swords. Maybe somebody told them a lie. Somebody might have said that they thought you were cheating on them, or maybe somebody lied to you and said that this person cheated on you. Or maybe they did. I don't know. It's going to be different for each of you. But your advice is to just allow, surrender. This is about to come into the light. We saw the sun card. We've got the sun, the moon, the stars. I mean, come on, this is destiny. It's got destiny written all over it. So just rest. Be high vibrational. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And know that the future is moving toward the Ace of Cups. You got two aces. You had the Ace of Swords too, but we reshuffled. So a lot of aces. Something new is on the horizon. And I do believe that you might have thought it was over and done with. But with the High Priestess, that's very spiritual. You probably felt this person was coming back, but you didn't trust it. They might have even been in your dreams. You're in their dreams. Music, right? All the signs, the synchronicities. This is a very spiritual connection. I see it. It's got destiny written all over it. The sun, the moon, and the stars. With the Wheel of Fortune. Temperance, the Emperor. The Lovers. The Hermit. That's your energy. You're being told to trust. Trust. Don't do anything. This is not yours to fix. This is this Emperor's to fix. So we're going to take it over to the extended and try to figure it out, right? Let's figure out who the Emperor is and what exactly did he do that needs to be made right. And I will catch you over in the extended if you follow me there. If you'd like to join, it is the beginning of the month, so you'll get a full month for your money. The longer you wait, if you've been toying with the idea of joining and you just have procrastinated, it's $4.44. How many times a month do you spend that on stupid stuff, right? Renting a movie or, buying a Starbucks or whatever. So if you feel divinely guided and you need help in this circumstance, go ahead on over and check it out and see, you could try it for a month. And if you're not happy, let it go. And if you resonate with being a twin flame, I'm really focusing a lot more attention over there on the twin flame journey than I am over here. I'm on this twin flame journey and I get tired of watching twin flame readings because the energy changes so slowly. It takes a long time to go through the death and rebirth process. So if you're constantly watching twin flame readings, it can get really mundane. And so, I get tired of watching them. So I don't like bringing a lot of them here. But we do a lot of channeling and a lot of talking together as a community over there. And I'm teaching how to read tarot intuitively. There's a lot of good stuff over there. So go check it out. Different tiers have different availabilities, and it's all exclusive content that doesn't get uploaded for free over here in YouTube. So I hope to see you over there. If I don't, have a beautiful, wonderful month. Rest, recuperate, allow this to unfold naturally. Surrender and release. Spirit's got this. Spirit's all over this from what I can see. Okay? So I love you. Namaste. Oops, I almost knocked you over.